The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Imogen strode through the crystalline doors, her boots echoing against the polished obsidian floor. 200 species had gathered here, representatives from every corner of the known galaxy, and every single one of them turned to watch the human approach the central dais. Imogen's face was carved from stone, her jaw set, her eyes burning with barely contained fury. Beside her walked Arlo, Earth's military attaché, his hand resting carefully on the data pad that contained humanity's response to what had transpired 3 days prior. The Vrax delegate, a towering insectoid creature with mandibles that clicked in what passed for laughter among his kind, leaned forward in his hovering seat. "Ah, the humans return. Come to apologize for your outburst." Imogen stopped at the center of the chamber, directly beneath the holographic projection of the galaxy itself. She did not bow. She did not perform the traditional gesture of supplication that petitioners were expected to offer. Instead, she simply stood there, letting the weight of humanity's gaze fall upon them all. 3 days ago, Imogen began, her voice cutting through the chamber like a knife. This council voted to deny Earth's petition for protected status in the Outer Rim territories, territories that humanity explored, mapped, and colonized over the past century. Yes, the Kelser representative interrupted, their gelatinous form rippling with impatience. "We have already explained this. Your species is too young, too primitive. You lack the technological sophistication. You mocked us," Arlo said quietly, stepping forward. Despite his soft tone, every being in the chamber heard him clearly. "You called us clever apes. You said that humans were only good for manual labor and dying in conflicts. That mattered to no one." A nervous chittering spread through the assembled delegates. The Vrax clicked his mandibles again, but this time the sound held less certainty. Imogen reached into her coat and withdrew a single sheet of actual paper, a material most species hadn't used in millennia. She held it up for all to see. "This," she said, "is a copy of the Treaty of Starborn Rights, signed by 47 species including Earth, establishing free trade, mutual defense pacts, and shared technology agreements." She paused, letting her words sink in. "It took us 100 years to build this network of trust and cooperation." She tore the paper in half. The sound echoed like a gunshot. "As of 0600 hours Galactic Standard Time this morning," Imogen continued, "Earth has withdrawn from every treaty, every agreement, every alliance we have established with each and every species in this chamber. All of them, overnight." Chaos erupted. Delegates leapt from their seats, their translators creating a cacophony of outrage, disbelief, and panic. "You cannot!" shrieked the Peltharian ambassador, their feathers standing on end. "Our economies are integrated. Our defense networks were built on the assumption that humans would always be there to do the dirty work," Arlo interrupted, his voice now carrying steel. 80% of deep space mining operations in the Andromeda Arm are run by human crews. 65% of long-range patrol vessels protecting trade routes are staffed by Earth's Navy. 90% of the xenobotanical research keeping your agricultural worlds fed comes from human universities. He activated his data pad, and holographic projections materialized around the chamber, supply chains collapsing. Defense grids go in dark, economic projections plummeting into catastrophic territory. "As of this moment," Imogen said, "all human vessels have been recalled to Sol System. All human personnel working in foreign territories have been ordered home. All research sharing agreements have been terminated. All defense pacts are void." The Vrax delegates' mandibles clacked frantically. "This is madness. You would destabilize the entire galaxy over wounded pride?" Imogen's laugh was bitter and cold. "Pride? You think this is about pride?" She stepped closer to the Vrax's platform, her eyes never leaving his compound gaze. "When the Krill invasion threatened the Beta sector, who held the line for 3 months while the Council deliberated on a response? Humans did. 6,000 of our people died buying time for species who now call us primitive. When the dimensional rift opened near Talos 4, Arlo added, who volunteered to pilot the suicide mission to seal it? A human crew, 47 souls who knew they wouldn't return. We have bled for this council, Imogen said, her voice rising. We have sacrificed our sons and daughters, our resources, Our future's all in service of a galactic community that sees us as nothing more than convenient labor. The chamber had gone deathly quiet now. So yes, Imogen continued, we are withdrawing completely. Earth will stand alone. As you have made abundantly clear, we always have. You will find that humans are remarkably self-sufficient when we need to be. The Kelser delegate rippled forward. Please, Ambassador. Perhaps we were hasty in our words. Surely we can renegotiate. No, the word was final. Imogen tucked the torn treaty back into her coat. You wanted us to know our place. Consider the lesson learned. Earth's place is not here. Groveling for scraps of respect from species who have forgotten what it means to fight for survival. Arlo pulled up one final projection, a star map showing human colonies, vessels, and installations across the galaxy, all beginning their withdrawal in a carefully coordinated exodus. You have 90 days, Imogen said, to make alternative arrangements for all the services humanity has provided. After that, you're on your own. She turned to leave, Arlo falling into step beside her. As they reached the crystalline doors, the Vrax delegate called out one last time. You'll regret this. Humanity cannot survive in isolation. Imogen paused, glanced back over her shoulder, and smiled, a cold, knowing expression that sent chills through every delegate present. We survived ice ages, plagues, world wars, and extinction events before we ever left our planet. We'll survive this too. The question is, will you? The doors sealed behind them with a resonant chime, leaving the Galactic Council in stun, terrified silence, finally understanding that they had not been dealing with clever apes at all, but with a species whose greatest strength had always been their ability to endure, adapt, and thrive without anyone's permission. Humanity had just reminded the galaxy of that truth, and the galaxy would never forget again.